Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear on this Friday morning. Ending up a pretty cool week, and it's going to continue to stay cold in the next couple of days, as most of y'all are aware of. Our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew up there in Southport. Looking at a high of only 59, low. Here on the coast, they're saying 29 to 30, maybe even lower, and tomorrow night a hard freeze, and get those pipes and all. In fact, we're going to have to do some of that stuff ourselves, but don't let those pipes bust on you, because it did us one time at the Cape. Our pipe burst one time, and our water bill was $756 for that month. And I called the water company down there and see if they could get a one-time exemption and all. They had no sympathy for us. So anyway, we had to pay that much money for one month water bill. That's a true story. That was about 3-4 years ago. River readings. Let's take a water temperature is 59 degrees like it was yesterday, 58.6, 59 degrees at the end of the pier. River readings brought to us by Panhandle Outdoors. Appalachian Cold Brunstown, 9 foot. Got a little drop on it. And the Choctaw at Caryville, 7.6, and pretty level there. I thought it would be going up a little bit, but didn't really get a lot of heavy rain. We just got a lot of sort of that misty rain. It was just, I call that bone-chilling rain, because when it's cold like that and then damp, that's the most miserable weather you can be in the outdoors. And that's duck hunters love that kind of weather. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at good strong tides, really good tides today. A low tide this morning at 442 and a high at 558. Today, January 28th. Look at those strong tides. The same way for tomorrow on through the weekend. Really strong tides, but the wind now is going to be coming northwest at about 16. So that's a pretty strong wind. I'm planning on fishing the flats with Bill Allen this morning, and as soon as I get out of here, and we're going to try to hunt tomorrow, go to church Sunday, and also have a crappie fishing trip planned with Jerry Forehand. So we got some good stuff coming up in the outdoors in this good weather we're having. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We'll talk about how a lot of y'all talk about, especially grandparents, how fast kids grow up and all. Just in a blink of an eye, they're grown. Well, I love these memories on Facebook where they sort of flash back, and I can't believe that happened that long ago. So this popped up like a day or two ago. Check this out. This is your memories on Facebook. Winston, we care about you and the memories you share here. We saw you ought to look back on this post from 9 years ago. On the left, that's Ashley, who is now a freshman at Ole Miss. In the middle, that's Winston Chester, who had enjoyed that morning. But then Mason, who is now a junior in high school, and that's Mia, who is now, they live in Maine. Ashley's best friend at that age. They'd run up there to help me load up the buck up there. So anyway, that seemed like yesterday. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, check this out. How about Mama? Jeff Carroll sent this up there in Prosperity. I love what he wrote. Look at there. Folks, Jeff said, we just keep the knives sharp, and Mama provides the meat. At 75, she still has a good eye, a steady hand, loves the sport, and has more patience than all the rest of us combined. Check this out. Now, that speaks volumes. You're just never too old to get out and enjoy the great outdoors. And look at that buck. Congratulations to the Carroll family up there in Prosperity. All right. Moving on. Scoop Jackson there in Port St. Joe. I've been waiting for some of these pictures. One throw, mullet for dinner. He caught 12 of them. Good job, Scoop. In fact, spread them out there. And those mullet, now this is sort of on the rerun side, they're really good. They come back in now. They're moving around. And that's a good mess of fish right there. Scoop Jackson. Look, this guy right here looking for Lisa Joy in Washington or Jackson County. So his name's Chad Pomes, and if you have turkeys, here's a good deal now. If you have turkeys and don't hunt them, I will pay full membership to only hunt turkeys, not interested in deer. And pickers for eye catcher, this is Washington County book, I think on that he got on his camera. But anyway, good deal when you can get somebody like that. Speaking of, this is just a throwback. Some Chattahoochee folks put this in. This is below the dam. This is a picture from 1969. Okay, Bobby Bassford. That's got to be the Bassford family up in Jackson County, over there around Sneeds and area. And they would fish below the dam. That's a 35-pound striped bass he caught below the dam last week in 1969. This is an example of the fish frequently caught in Lake Seminole, and that is a fine one. So if you've got an old pics every now and then you want to show and share them with us, I get a kick out of watching or looking at these old pictures and all. Oh, I love this one. Peter Scott sent this. This is Allie Scott. Okay, I'm going to read it first. Winston, my daughter, Allie Scott from Cottondale, got her first deer this year hunting with her dad this past weekend. A nice 8-point, 19-inch spread. We love your show. Please add Allie to the pickle jar. Look at that big old smile there. Congratulations, Allie. Great picture. And got a dad in here too. That's a classic now. That's a wall hanger right there. The buck and that picture. Put that right by there. From Cottondale. Good job. Good family gathering. Okay, we got that one. So that takes care of, I believe that takes care of all of our, wait, I do have one more, or one or two more. Powell Adams. You got to be a Baptist to appreciate this. Powell Adams, retired game warden. Where 2 or 3 Baptists are gathered together, a chicken must die. These are the times we had together. Okay, so when you do these cookouts and all, I do want to, I got a message from the FWC, actually it was Noah, and I don't have time to get into it now. I'm going to take a break, but let's go ahead and add the names now. I'm going to talk about this. I don't know if y'all knew about it. I didn't. They're adding a venting tool. We got to get a venting tool for reef fish again this year, starting January 13th, 2022, which we just passed. So let's add the names and we'll come back and talk about that situation. This is James Haney from Parker. Dorothy Haney from Parker, D. Haney. Okay, good folks over there. And Norvin Thibodeau. Well, got you, Norvin. And Norvin and Lori and Ruth. Norvin and Ruth Thibodeau. That's an old fishing family name around here. And how about Nat Harris and his lovely wife, Debbie? Watch the show every morning. Nat Harris and Debbie. That's 3 couples there that are loyal to the show. So we're going to be doing our drawing next segment. But I just want to add their names right there. If your name has not been added, I had one email from someone, a viewer, and Coach, we haven't seen our name, and we checked the master list, and sure enough, we had not put it in there somehow, and we just, but we did get it in. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Before we get to the vending tool, I already have my schedule set up. I had to get off course, but we'll come back to the vending tool. But right now, I want to do a sort of our final report on the duck season this year. It's been a great year. The season's not over yet, but first thing I want to do was check one more time on the migratory map put out by Ducks Unlimited and check a couple of the little situations here where some reports are coming in. So we're going to look here. We got a couple of close ones in this area, really. Over here, let's check the closest one to us. Over here by Pensacola, that's right there in Pensacola. I'm going to view the report, and the report says right here, redheads, look at that bottom where it says comments, redheads are really coming in now. Okay, so that was that situation there. So now I'm going to close that out. This is a really enjoyable thing to do. You can do it in no time. But right next to it, going west, right there in Alberta, Alabama, right there outside of Mobile, and they're saying, no migration on the coast the past 2 fronts. You hunt the fronts and all. Diver numbers on a steady drop since December. That's probably coming closer, I'm saying Mobile Bay area. And I want to do maybe one more. Let's go to Tallahassee, way over here. Y'all see Tallahassee. That's got to be close by. Lake Jackson area. Let's see what's going on there real quick. And he really didn't have a report. He says outgoing decreasing numbers. That was on January 24th, on Monday. So I'm going to do one more report, and I want to go up here. Let's close that out right here. The Lake Seminole. This is right here. This is Bainbridge, but that's north end of Lake Seminole, and hunted Lake Seminole for 2 days for cans, that's canvasbacks. Nothing Saturday today, very cold. A lot of canvasbacks, but would not fly near us. Killed a few practice ducks. So anyway, that's the report. That's the duck report. I love this setup here because you can get exactly what's going on, and it's really interesting to get the feedback and all. Now I want to, with that, I'm talking about ducks. I want to get what's in season. Let me see. Here's our season dates right here. So you see, we still have the last weekend right here. So this will be the last weekend of ducks, okay? And also, dove season is also, look here, dove season goes on through the bottom line right there. I didn't realize dove season was still open. I don't think many of y'all did either. And then also, let's see, but I did want to bring this up. Veterans and Active Military Waterfowl Hunting Days, okay? And this is FWC, a special weekend. That's going to be next weekend, okay? February the 5th and 6th. Waterfowl hunting is closed to the general public, but if you are a veteran or active military, you get a special weekend, and that's a win-win, and we're glad they're doing that. Okay, I do have one more picture I just saw. Our friend George Stewart, who's been on the show before, he has if you remember, Baby Flash was on the show several years back, and Baby Flash is doing good. Have to get him back on the show. But George is a big hunter, and I was just sent this picture, so I'm joking around with him. And I said, hey, George, I'm just checking before I put it on Panhandle Outdoors. That's you on the right, huh? And George said, yes, sir. That's a good Washington County buck. George is a very, very good hunter. George, good seeing you, and hope to see you Sunday, okay? And, okay, one other thing, talking about ducks, I do get a Ducks Unlimited magazine, and the story on this issue was the canvasbacks. And there's so many, I love reading this, and there's so many good articles in here, but I wanted to share some with you before, by mid-season, but anyway, talk about the different flyways, but the canvasback, that's a king duck, and this is interesting how the canvasback got its name, okay? They used to hunt them commercially. There would be just thousands and thousands. Really, this is more up in the northeast area many years ago, and also the Mississippi Flyway, the old flyway there. And how it got its name, canvasback. There's so many of those. The hunters did it commercially, and it was legal at the time. And they would just, they would slaughter them. And what they ended up doing, there were so many of them, they just put them in they had a big old canvas tarp, and put them in a tarp, and 3 or 4 guys put them in there in that canvas tarp and took them to the market to sell them. And that's how it got the word, that's how it became known as canvasbacks, because they threw them in a tarp. There was just thousands and thousands. Of course, it's changed a lot since that point in time, but that's a good little trivial question, because they're similar to redhead tube. Anyway, interesting stuff. Okay, let's get ready for our drawing. And we're getting a pretty good bunch in here. We'll get many more now. I don't know what to go to next, a larger pickle jar or what, but we'll have to find out. Okay, this is coming from Tarpon Dock Seafood, the $20 gift certificate. And we're looking at the winner. It's all the way from Fountain, Heather Thompson. Congratulations, Heather. We'll put you right there. And a big red snapper. And they're really good this time of year. Big red snapper. I knocked out 3 or 4. We'll get them in here. But the one I picked up from Panama City Beach, Sandra Fitzgerald. All right, up there. Okay, what's up there at the Boater Registration Office. All right, now listen, we're going to go ahead and get set up for our fishing report. We sort of redone our studio and sort of trial and error. We think we got it all set up, and if we'll come on in a minute and it's dark or something, something didn't work. So we're going to get everything plugged in to get set up for our fishing report. So we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Our famous Friday fishing forecast. Our big sort of outdoor report is under an umbrella of that. We're talking about all kinds of things outdoors. Let's talk about hunting real quick. Right in the middle of the rut, all kind of deer being taken. You see the pictures and all, and a lot of fires are being built. I didn't get quite in much trouble I thought I did when I showed Gail's picture about the fire the other day. So I thought it hit me, a good idea. Y'all send some pictures of these big old fires y'all building. I want y'all in them now, and a lot of people aren't building these big fires there in the house because they don't have the fireplaces and all, but some of us still do. So send me some pictures. I know some of y'all are going to be wrapped up this weekend, and you sort of get hypnotized once that fire starts feeling warm. You just don't want to go anywhere. So we'll be building us one each evening, but just share some of yours. The big thing now today, we're headed to Bill Allen, and I don't know if he's got some stuff to do, but he may go with us. If not, we're going to take the small boat and head down to Apalachicola. I want to sort of show you what our game plan is, and it's something that we've talked about before and all. We're going to come in here to Abercrombie Landing. Okay, y'all see where we are, right in the middle of the screen. I'll keep everything in the middle of the screen that I'm talking about it. And we're going to come down here to the Abercrombie Landing. Let's see, it's going to be right in here. And we're going to put in right here. And we're going to head downriver, okay? Head downriver. And then we're going to sort of head back up here. I see the St. Mark's right there in the center of the screen. We'll head through the St. Mark's, and they're just, all these creeks just start running. Look at all those creeks. I mean, I just every time I go down there, I just get amazed at that area. And all these little creeks and all, look at it, wrap around and go around in circles. And you can't get lost now if you don't know what you're doing. So, all right, so look at there. So we've got the St. Mark's and then all these little creeks, and we're going to head down these creeks, and there's several places we'll go. You got the East River over here, and there's be several places we'll be going, and we're going to fish a lot, sort of up in this area right here in the center, off to St. Mark's and back up in this area. And here, let me tell you how we'll do this. We'll start, and y'all know a lot of what I'm talking about. We'll start trolling a little. We'll just sort of trolling and move around slow, and then we'll get one or two hits. He'll be on one side, I'll be on the other side, and we'll troll over an area, and boom, we'll get a bump here, and then we'll sort of come back and get another bump in the same area. Then we'll sort of stop and anchor up and just start casting. And we'll be jigging, using jigs and all, and in different ways. But I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. And it's fun fishing with Bill, and we usually have a good time and all. So anyway, you do the same thing in Choctawhatchee Bay. Okay, so let's go. We talked about Carabel the other day. It's been slow down there, but I want to tell you something. If you get up while we're on the east end, if you fish over Ocklawaha in the Bay, same situation on a smaller scale. I know some Tallahassee boys that go down there and fish the sort of same way we do in that area right there. Okay, now let's come back. Okay, we did Apalachicola. St. Joe Bay, I'm going to try to hit it. I tell you what I enjoy doing is just wading out, believe it or not, with waders now, of course. You can wade out and do some serious fishing along the shoreline here where the state park is. Right up there, right at this point. In fact, this point right here. You can get in the state park. You can park right here in the point, and you can wade out right there. And I can promise you'll catch some trout. And along the same line, the kayakers will be going out. And it's getting crowded at the kayaking spot here, but that's going to be a good place to go out right there at the kayak spot right there. Okay, now let's go over into the St. Andrew Bay system. St. Andrew Bay system, if I was going to fish there this weekend, I would fish East Bay. I would really concentrate on East Bay and right in this area here where Sandy Creek area is just going to be a good area to fish. Sandy Creek's always just been a good area. But anyway, with this kind of weather, I'm really showing everything with cold weather. So Sandy Creek area, and then coming back up here. Now, if you want to bridge fish, if the bridge is still working, I saw where bars ran into it. Bridge fishing is going to be good. Again, for the most part, the best fishing is going to be sheephead and mainly sheephead. And you're going to catch some drum. And let me mention this about drum also. If you catch any black drum and all, if you're not going to eat them right away, just let them go. That's one of the fishes that's really, you take a picture of them and release them. That's really not a very edible fish. You may eat them if you're hungry for fish and all, but if not, just drop them back down. And also on the sheephead. Now keep in mind the sheephead are spawning this time of year. If you catch a sheephead that's just full of eggs, I didn't do this when I was young, but the longer I fished, the more I realized I needed to do it. I just released it. If they got a lot of eggs in them, and I can remember a long time ago, my dad would do that the same way with these big female brim. He'd let them go. So if you see that in a situation, you already got some sheephead caught to eat, and you catch a big female with eggs and all, so just release it. Again, now the jetty's going to be holding fish. You can catch some sheephead at the jetties right in here. We'll talk about that. It's going to be strong. The jetty's going to be strong. Heading on over here to Choctahatchee really quick. The jetties at Choctahatchee. Okay, we always mention the West Bay Bridge. After Brock Meyer left the show the other morning, no kidding, folks. He left the show when he was on the show last week. He drove through West Bay, pulled up under the bridge right there, and within 20 minutes, it caught him a sheephead. He had all his tackle, like me, he had all his tackle in the truck, and caught a sheephead. Sent me a picture of it. That was after he did the show, he just stopped. And that's some of the most fun fishing you do, just sort of don't really, just spontaneously, I think I'll go fish for a few minutes. And Brock did that the other day. Okay, so getting to Choctahatchee Bay real quick. Canal's going to be really good. Winter fishing in the canal in what we call the ditch is good. Okay, and then of course the big bridge here around Pilcher Park over here, that's going to be really good fishing there. And again, it's going to be cold. The wind's going to be coming out north, so I would fish on the north side. I would fish up here on this side. If you have a boat and all, be aware of the wind blowing all this weekend. That front's going to be coming through. It's going to be a sort of a dangerous situation. So, and wear your life jacket. Most of y'all have gotten really good about that, including me and my buddies. We've got learned how to do it. So, about run out of time. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay warm. Enjoy the outdoors. And this might just look at some pictures and all if you don't want to get out. But you have a great weekend. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.